Tesla has just hit a production run rate of 1.2 million cars per year at Gigafactory Shanghai. This is really worth thinking about. It's worth considering realistically, what does that mean? It means something that no one has pointed out. We've got to look at this seriously. China is the world's biggest car market. We're talking 26 to 28 million cars per year. That's about 1/3 of every single car sold worldwide. Tesla is doing much better in China than what people actually realize. In fact, they're now the second biggest manufacturer in terms of production output in the country. Second biggest. The first biggest is BYD. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back, everyone else. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks to our Patreon supporters. Really appreciate you guys. Thanks to our members, YouTube members. Really appreciate you guys as well. In fact, really appreciate all of you for subscribing to the channel and supporting the movement. Now, in terms of the movement, Fully Charged, I believe, are really representing the movement in an amazing way, which is why I'll be speaking there. I don't get paid to do this. I just do it for the love of it and because I would love to meet all of you there in Sydney, Los Angeles, and London next year, and maybe Canada as well. I'm thinking about that too. Let me know what your thoughts are. Now, I know quite a few of you are coming to Sydney. Stoked to meet you there. Make sure you come and say hi. Make sure you come and introduce yourself. Tesla has the Chinese government basically have just released sales figures for Tesla in China. They've delivered, we don't know the breakdown yet, but they've manufactured more than 100,000, just over 100,000 vehicles, 100,300 in the month of November, which clearly if you times that by 12 months, that puts them at a production run rate of 1.2 million, which is what I said would happen. I said they were going to hit a production run rate of 1.2 million by the end of this year. It has happened. So maybe this whole demand myth, guess what? Guess who's making that up? The media. Unfortunately, the Chinese media are probably the culprit number one. China does have a bit of a disinformation campaign going on right now to attack Tesla. They're doing it to other automotive brands. Tesla's not the only one. It's actually just basically any automotive company that's not from China. I've got a video coming about that, so I won't focus on that in this video. Let's focus on the facts here. Every 30 seconds, a Model 3 or Model Y is leaving the factory in China. That's if they work 24 hours a day. The other thing to consider here is 95% of the vehicles, parts that go into the car come from a local area within about a 20-kilometer radius. 95%. That's one of the key reasons why Tesla makes so much money on the vehicles that they build in China. And it's also one of the key reasons why they were able to build so many electric cars. 100,291 in November. That's a new record for Gigafactory Shanghai. And it means that now they've actually produced 650,000 vehicles there at that factory so far this year. More than likely, they'll hit 750,000 vehicles just from that one factory by the end of this year. Interestingly, the Secretary General of the China Passenger Car Association, which is basically a government employee, believes that Tesla will hit 750,000 this year. Based on these results, it means that Tesla has posted a 90% increase year over year, and Giga Shanghai has actually sold 52,859 vehicles in November of last year, meaning we've almost doubled sales in the same month a year later. Results also represent a 40% increase month over month from the 71,704 vehicles that Tesla produced in October of 2022. Now, interestingly, if you just look at BYD's electric car production for the month of November, Tesla's production in China was almost the same. BYD produced about 110,000 or 114,000, I believe it was, electric cars in the month of November in China, but they don't build EVs, actual passenger car EVs anywhere else except for China. So the fact that Tesla hit 100,000 means they're nearly on the same pace as BYD, but BYD are producing those vehicles from 5 Actually, 6 different electric car factories. You can see why Tesla makes such a big profit on their cars, right? Efficiency. All their production, one place, basically 2 model lines. BYD have a lot of different model lines. And what that means is that they can sell their cars at around about a similar price to what BYD are. Right now, prices for BYD vehicles and Tesla vehicles are very close. Tesla vehicles are only about 10% more if you compare like for like. That's not a big difference, but Tesla is making considerably more than a 10% increase in profit margin versus BYD. In fact, it's closer to double the profit margin. So that shows you that Tesla is actually building these vehicles more efficiently than BYD, even though BYD build the batteries for their packs themselves and Tesla do not when it comes to Chinese vehicles. Still, Tesla is still making that profit, which is remarkable that they can do that. One of the key reasons, all that production, 95% production localized near that factory, just serving the one factory. This is the way to do it. I think BYD are doing an incredible job of ramping production up, but they would definitely be more efficient if they decreased model lines rather than rapidly expanding them, which is what they're doing. It's good strategy in a way, but it's a bad in another way, because obviously that's going to keep down your profit margins. By having so many different vehicles built in so many different factories, it means you need to have a lot more parts, warranty parts, a lot more vehicles coming off all these different production lines. It's confusing, it's complex. And, this strategy will work for BYD, but they'll, I don't believe, ever make the kind of profit margins that Tesla make. Pretty unlikely they will do that based on using this strategy. But both companies are going to win. Clearly, both companies are going to win. I mean, look at BYD's numbers, 230,000 vehicles, including plug-in hybrids. If you include plug-in hybrids, clearly they built more than twice as many cars as Tesla. I personally prefer to look at electric vehicle sales only, because I don't believe plug-in hybrids are going to be part of our future. I believe that they're really going to be an irrelevant vehicle in about 5 years' time from now. People will have moved on and will see no benefit to having an overly complicated, complex vehicle that is more likely to break down. Just doesn't represent the future. If you think about it, a plug-in hybrid, they don't work when you go on a longer trip. They don't. You're basically dragging around a battery pack for 90% of your trip. I don't think they're a good strategy, but I understand why people buy them today. I understand that. Now, interestingly, General Motors is in 3rd place in China. Kind of. They own 33% of the joint venture, of course, with Wuling and with SAIC, and they sold 76,000 vehicles in the month of November. That's a huge figure, 76,000. Then in 4th place is Geely with 35,000. 5th, GAC with 28,756, and all the way down in, I don't know what it is, like 15th place or something like that is Volkswagen. But Volkswagen, they're under fire in China right now. Big problems for them. There's protests going on. People are saying that Volkswagen have to take the cars back. They don't want them anymore. They're sick of dealing with the problems, the software problems. Volkswagen saying, oh, sorry, we've got to fix. And people don't believe them. Anyway, big issues for Volkswagen in China right now. So people are focusing on Tesla. They think Tesla have issues in China. It's nothing compared to Mercedes, Volkswagen, and all of Legacy Auto, who are just going to be crucified in that market. Because why? They don't sell many EVs. The EVs they do sell, the Chinese population don't think they're very good. Maybe they're right. I don't know. Well, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.